Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Newton on first down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Watson on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off play action, Newton. That's into the hands of Pascal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Texans.
The quick snap caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Duke Johnson, the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Malik Hooker. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Here's Watson.
Look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson.
Watson's pass.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At their own 15-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. But it's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. Considered, but hold it.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard.
Play action. It's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. 11 yards there, first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they start the second half with Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Duke Johnson.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And 12 at the 43-yard line.
On second and 12, Watson, screen play, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So break off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he's free going down the outside. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 24. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Pass complete to Will Fuller. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts' 22-yard line.
From the 22, Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
At the 9-yard line.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll try and run for him with Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the run, Newton going to throw. Motion good. This is Eric Ebron. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. He'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down and goal. Newton, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Texans 13.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Watson. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Watson's pass.
So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Off the option, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Number 28,
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 9.
He's going to run again. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Newton's going to throw it. That's into the hands of Pascal. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Today's final score.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will